And qualifying comes to a close. And here we go for heat number 1. Roger Smith and Doug Norton have the front row. John Bennett, Nicholas Erland on the second row. Brett Carroll and Reese Covey on the third row. The Missile, Tom Land, is at the back of the field. Well, I really hope the Missile grid's here tonight. Always fun to see what Tom Land can do on track. And then, obviously, we all know what Tom Land can do if he wants to wreck it. In the Enduros, he is almost unbeatable. Pace car is rolling, and it does not look like the Missile is gridding tonight. So Doug Norton and Roger Smith will lead him around. Roger Smith has been extremely fast throughout this series. Been in the top 3, pretty much had a podium finish in just about every race he has competed in. Pace car getting ready to drop off. Barney the flagman has the green in hand. They come out of turn 4, and green flag is in the air there, down and away. Roger Smith already jumping out to the lead through turn 1. Doug Norton, though, keeping his nose out on the high side. Prevents him from getting a run, but now Norton goes too high through 3 and 4. Here comes Nicholas Erland. John Bennett now looking for a move down to the bottom. Doug Norton struggled on the first lap, is starting to come back up to speed and close back in on Roger Smith. Brett Carroll back in 5th. 6th is Reese Covey. Looked like Roger Smith might have got a little bit of the wall on the back straightaway. He is really pushing that car. All the way down to the tires in the turns and all the way up to the walls on the way out. White flag is in the air for Roger Smith. Oh, Roger Smith catches one of the duck tires. Manages to hold on to it. I imagine Doug Norton will have a word with the tires for not taking him out. Roger Smith wins heat number 1. Doug Norton is 2nd. Nicholas Erland is 3rd. Heat number 2, we'll see Andrew Thornton and Matt Armbruster on the front row. Chris Standridge and Lucas Piper on the second row. Mark Nee and David Baldessare on the third row. All 6 cars do take to the grid. Pace truck will take him around 2 times. Pace truck drops in. Andrew Thornton and Matt Armbruster lead him out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Andrew Thornton gets a good jump. Chris Standridge comes with him. Mark Nee up on the high side. These guys are really shuffling around here at the back as Standridge tries to close in. We've got a wreck out of turn 3. Baldessare is on pit road. Mark Nee stuck in the middle of 3 and 4 caution. Now let's see what happened here. Oh, it looks like Mark Nee just got bound up. He might have caught the tire there. Let's take another look at it from Mark's perspective, but no, he just got, it seemed like he just about stopped. And Baldassare really had nowhere to go. I do know Lucas Piper put in a lot of extra practice prior to the race tonight. Expect to see him fighting his way forward. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. They're down and away, and Chris Standridge gets a good jump into one. Andrew Thornton on the bottom trying to hold him off. It's too wide through the field. Nobody has a clear advantage here yet, and they're 3 wide back behind briefly. Across the line, white flag in the air. Is Chris Standridge at the line that time. There's a car flipping in turn 2, but he rights himself. It was Lucas Piper through 3 and 4. Andrew Thornton tries drifting up, but Chris Standridge pulls the win. Andrew Thornton comes home second. Matt Armbruster third, David Baldassare fourth, and Lucas Piper did a barrel roll and came home fifth. Heat number 3 will have Brad Whiteman and Josh Roberts on the front row, Preston Roberts and Scott Whiteman on the second row, Wayne Bridges and Leo Giacondo rounding out the field. Even if Lucas Piper does not win anything tonight, he does get the barrel roll award because he perfectly executed a barrel roll through turns 1 and 2, landed on all 4, and kept going. Pace truck will lead him around one more time. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away. Through turns 1 and 2, everybody still side by side. Looked like they tried to get single file for a moment, couldn't get her done. Josh Roberts finally out front, building up a little bit of a lead as Scott Whiteman battles with Preston Roberts behind. Josh Roberts, meanwhile, starting to pull away already ahead of Brad Whiteman by 0.7 of a second. And a 3-car battle going on for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Scott Whiteman up on the high side is about to lose it. Preston Roberts down to the bottom, and he takes 3rd. Scott Whiteman in 4th. Up top, he gets the wall a little bit, manages to hold on to it. Leo Giacondo back in 6th. Josh Roberts has the lead though, but it is closing quickly. 2 laps to go. Brad Whiteman is starting to close it down just a little bit, but it's not going to be enough as they get the white flag. Oh, Roberts gets the tire in on the infield. And out of turn 4, Josh Roberts wins heat number 3. Brad Whiteman comes home 2nd, Preston Roberts 3rd, Wayne Bridges 4th, and Scott Whiteman comes home in 5th. All right, B main race here. Brett Carroll, Lucas Piper on the front row. Scott Whiteman, Reese Covey on the second row. Mark Nee and Leo Giacondo have the 3rd row. Tom the Missile Land, if he chooses to grid, is at the back of the field. Worth noting with Lucas Piper starting on the outside of the front row, if he pulls another barrel roll, can he barrel roll over other cars? Everybody rolling. The Missile does not take to the grid. Hopefully he'll be back for the 305 race later. Down the back straightaway, Pace Truck will drop off in the middle of 3 and 4. Pace Truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. They're down and away. Brett Carroll leads them into turn 1. But Lucas Piper got a really good run on the high side, and here comes Scott Whiteman. Scott makes a power move onto the high side. There was a little bit of a bump back there. We've got a car in the wall. That was Mark Nee getting into the wall. Reese Covey slips by. He got a little bump and on the back straightaway managed to recover and make it work for him. Meanwhile, Lucas Piper out front. Scott Whiteman in second. Brett Carroll back into third. Reese Covey back up into fourth. Mark Nee in fifth. Leo Giacondo in sixth. Leo starting to pick up some steam there at the back of the field. 3 laps to go, and Lucas Piper as a 1.1 second lead. 2 to go. Scott Whiteman and Brett Carroll still battling for second. Scott Whiteman has a bit of an advantage here, but Brett Carroll looked like he has the momentum through 1 and 2. White flag in the air. Lucas Piper coming through 3 and 4 to take the checkers, and Lucas Piper wins. Scott Whiteman is second, Brett Carroll third, Mark Nee is fourth, Reese Covey fifth, and Leo Giacondo is sixth. On to the warm-up and then the feature. And it looks like the whole field is going to come out and get some practice. Let's see if we can get a word with Piper. Hey Lucas, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, I have to ask, did you practice the barrel roll or was it just something that comes up?
No, it's just something that came up, you know, but in that consolation, I found out it works a lot better running on your tires.
Well, it definitely does, and you got the win there. Are we likely to see more barrel rolls before the night is out?
Oh, hopefully not, but you never know with this group.
It definitely looks like it has been an exciting evening so far.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man, good luck tonight, and hopefully you'll be able to get back to victory lane, and hopefully no more barrel rolls.
Hopefully not. Thank you much.
All right, Lucas Piper wins the consolation and pulls a barrel roll during his heat. Although it was a perfect barrel roll. I mean, he flipped, landed back on all fours, pointed the right direction, and kept going without drawing a caution. You got to give the guy credit. And don't forget to come back Sunday morning. We will have GT3 NSS, and Monday night, all new seasons, all new series, all the leagues come back around. Jones BS Racing on Monday, XCal on Tuesday, and a lot on Wednesday. All right, done with warm-up, done with heats, done with qualifying. We are at the feature event. Doug Tyre Norton starts on the front row with Josh Roberts, Chris Standridge, Roger Smith on the second row. Andrew Thornton, Brad Whiteman have the third row. Nicholas Erland and Matt Armbruster on the fourth row. Preston Roberts and John Bennett rounding out the top 10. David Baldessare in 11th and Wayne Bridges in 12th. 13th is going to be Lucas Piper, Scott Whiteman in 14th. Brett Carroll 15th, Mark Nees 16th, Reese Covey in 17th, and Leo Giacondo rounding out the field in 18th. Looks like the only driver that looks like Josh Roberts is going to the back of the field after the win last night. The only driver eliminated during the consolation race appears to have been Tom the Missile Land. Looks like both Josh Roberts and Preston Roberts going to the tail end of the field. And Reese Covey looks like he has had some sort of technical difficulty. I'm not real sure. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air there, down and away. Through turns 1 and 2. Oh, they're 3 wide. We've got cars in the wall. Everybody manages to hold on, though. They're 4 wide through 3 and 4. Everybody makes it through safely. I do not know how. Lucas Piper has picked up a lot of spots already. Although, after that 4 wide, it looked like he backed out a little bit. Doug Norton has the lead and caution is out. Although there was no incident on track. I do not see any on-track incidents whatsoever, so I'm not sure what drew the caution as they get 1 to green. Doug Norton and Roger Smith still out front. Chris Standridge, Andrew Thornton in the second row. Nicholas Erland and Matt Armbruster on the third row. Brad Whiteman, David Baldessare on the fourth row. Lucas Piper, the biggest mover so far tonight, in ninth. John Bennett in 10th. Pace truck is in. Green flag back in the air as the sun goes down. Off into turn 1, Doug Norton on the bottom trying to hold on to the lead. He did not want to see that early caution because he had a gap. Chris Standridge sticks the nose in. It is 3 wide mid-pack. Everybody managed to survive it despite a lot of door banging. Back up front, Chris Standridge has fallen back to third as Roger Smith has taken the lead and starting to pull away just a little bit. Doug Norton in second, Chris in third, Nicholas Erland in fourth, Andrew Thornton back in fifth. Lucas Piper continued to try to march his way forward. They were 3 wide out of 3 and 4. He sends it in there. Oh, we've got a car around, and it is Lucas Piper. Lucas doing a really good job staying. Oh, he just gets a little bit of a tap from the 42 and ends up going around. Roger Smith has the lead. Chris Standridge in second. Doug Norton has slipped way back in the field after leading early. Reese Covey has gone to pit road again after just finally getting back out on track and getting going. Roger Smith and Chris Standridge will lead them down. Green flag in the air. Standridge on the high side gets a good run down into one. Andrew Thornton right behind him. Nicholas Erland. Oh, look at this. Andrew Thornton and Nicholas Erland get together briefly. Thornton comes out ahead. David Baldessare, another one that has made up a lot of spots here. Started in 11th, is all the way up to 6th and marching his way forward. Another big mover, Scott Whiteman. Oh, look at that. Way out of shape off the turn. Scott Whiteman currently in 10th after starting in 14th. And Brett Carroll up to 9th after starting in 15th. Doug Norton has slipped all the way back into 14th place. Not sure what happened with him. I'm guessing just a loss of momentum as there's a battle for second place. Andrew Thornton down on the bottom. Can't carry the momentum, and here comes Nicholas Erland up on the high side. Brad Whiteman right behind these guys, just looking for a way around. And, oh, looked like Erland was looking for something, but Brad Whiteman was there. He couldn't get down low. Now he can stick the nose in on the bottom. Roger Smith still up in the lead, though. Chris Standridge in second, 7/10 of a second back. Andrew Thornton, another 8/10 of a second back. Nicholas Erland now up into fourth. Brad Whiteman is fifth. Caution. Looks like Preston Roberts involved. Oh, Preston Roberts gets a little push off the turn, gets into Brett Carroll, and then finds Scott Whiteman. Roger Smith, Chris Standridge still battling for 1 and 2. Roger has been led the most laps so far, been the most dominant driver here. Lights are out, getting ready to go green again. Just over halfway. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. They're down and away. Chris gets a huge jump into one. Roger with the low line, though, might be able to pull back up. No, Chris Standridge to the lead. Nicholas Erland is looking for second. John Bennett and Matt Armbruster have crashed. Caution is out. Oh, it looks like a car just bounced off the wall and into that gap hard. John Bennett has gone to pit road. He took a hard hit into that gap in the wall. Chris Standridge took the lead on that restart. Can he keep it? Lights are out. We'll have 1 to green. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. Roger Smith gets a much better restart on this one. Can he hold the lead this time? Chris has him on the outside. Andrew Thornton looking to follow Chris Standridge through. Nicholas Erlin down on the bottom. Matt Armbruster involved in another incident. He is towed to pit road. No caution. Let's see what happened. Oh, looks like Matt was just struggling coming down the front straightaway. Fortunately, gets off the track. But a bit of a heartbreak. Matt has had a good week so far. Chris Standridge now down to the bottom. Oh, he door slams Roger. And caution is out for an incident between Wayne Bridges and it looks like Andrew Thornton. Oh, I am not sure what happened with Andrew Thornton. Let's see if we can get another look at that. Looked like Andrew Thornton might have just lost the back end. I think they were 4 wide. Oh, Brett Carroll was out of shape, gets into Andrew. Andrew almost saves it and ends up collecting Wayne, and everybody behind them is affected. And Andrew Thornton ends up on his lid. I don't think he got... No, he did get back on all 4. Although not nearly as impressive as Lucas Piper earlier. Great save by Andrew Thornton. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. Chris Standridge starting on the bottom this time. Roger up top. They've got 10 laps to go. Roger Smith to the lead. 3 wide back behind. Brad Wyman and Nicholas Erlin battling for third. Oh, a little bit of chaos back there as Whiteman goes back. Erlin now up to third. Baldessar in fourth. Josh Roberts in fifth. Brad Whiteman sixth. Brett Carroll seventh. Brett Carroll battling with Lucas Piper. Meanwhile, up front, Roger Smith has opened up about a half a second gap on Chris Standridge. With 7 laps to go, Chris really sending it in there. Erlin starting to close up on the leaders. Five laps to go for Roger Smith. Chris Standridge closing that gap just a little bit. Nicholas Erlin in third, also closing up on the leaders. David Baldessar in fourth, Josh Roberts in fifth. The field starting to spread out a little bit. Lucas Piper, one of the guys still fighting his way forward as he tries to find a way around Brett Carroll. Doug Norton, who led early, then went backwards, is trying to fight by up on the high side. 2 to go for Roger Smith. Chris Standridge in second, Nicholas Erlin in third. White flag is in the air. Erlin goes up to the high side. Chris sends it into 1 and 2. Doesn't look like it'll be enough for Chris Standridge. Does Erlin have anything for him? Off of turn 4, he does not, and Roger Smith wins. Chris Standridge comes home second. Nicholas Erlin is third. David Baldessar fourth. Josh Roberts fifth. Brad Whiteman, Preston Roberts, Doug Norton, Brett Carroll, and Lucas Piper rounding out the top 10. And let's see if we can talk to third place driver Nicholas Erlin. Hey Nicholas, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey man, congratulations. That was one heck of a battle, and you definitely had a great run making your way up to the front.
Yeah, it was fun. Got lucky.
I think it was a little bit more than luck based on the run you had at a couple of points in that, and you avoided a lot of chaos too.
Yeah, I thought maybe I was part of one of them, but I got lucky, got through it. We almost got 3 wide.
Yeah, a couple of instances of 4 wide out there as well, but you managed to make your way up to third. It looked like you might have had something for Chris if you had a couple more laps.
Yeah, I just couldn't get a run on him. killed the momentum when I cut the car off in the corner.
I got you. Well, man, a third place finish. Obviously a great way to start the night. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Hey, Chris, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, so you and Roger really back and forth there mid-race.
I mean, it was just really luck. He was just way faster in every way. I just managed to get my nose ahead on one of those yellows and then pretend to stay ahead of him for a while. He was so smooth and clean, though.
Looking in your mirror that last few laps, were you a little bit concerned with Nicholas going forward?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, a couple of laps in towards the end there when Roger came down, I thought about trying to go high to go around him, but it got to a point where I stopped worrying about trying to catch Roger and more about keeping Nick behind me.
Well, you definitely did that. It was a bit of a wild one, but you came out in second. Congratulations, buddy.
Hey, I'll take it. Thanks.
And let's see if we can get a hold of our winner. All right, it does not look like we have Roger Smith available. We'll try and get an interview with him here in a bit. Don't go anywhere, though. We have the 305s coming up in just a few moments from Weed Sport. Don't go anywhere.